Alright, I'm gonna give a overview of a strat that I'll give full credit to somebody in the Discord who found in like early of 2023, but they deleted their account, so I can't really give them proper credit. So I didn't find the original mechanism for this, I guess, but I did implement it in a couple levels. So I'm just going to showcase that. I'd like to call it key clipping. It just seems logical. So in this video example, you can see you just basically like walk up to most walls and then place a key down. You're gonna like walk a little bit back. You don't want to be right up on the wall. You want to give yourself some space, because what you're going to do is place the key down and then walk in between the space up between the key and the wall, and you'll clip through. And then when you're about like right on the key, grab it again, so then you can keep moving through with the key. As you can see, it's a pretty simple strategy. It takes a lot of time in 4 levels: 2-1, 3-5, and 4-3, and 5-1. Sorry. So I'll just go over what they look like at each run, and I'll kind of talk about how I do each one. And I think most of them are pretty optimal, but like, I don't know, who knows? Could be improved. Yeah, so the key for this level is right there, which makes it pretty easy. The first thing you're gonna do is clip with this door, and what I like to do is, if you see this pattern, like, I just kind of get right. Is my mouse cursor showing? Yeah, I just try to get like right onto that blue line. Just like pretty much you'll feel the dip go down once you get off of this little platform, and that's where I let the key go down, and then I run around it and clip through the door, as can be seen here. Yeah, and it's just like pretty normal stuff from there. Kind of jumping with the key is slow, but I mean obviously ultimately it's faster because you're gonna need the key. After these, there'll be another clip. So you're gonna clip again right here, and you walk around. You can actually walk around. It's kind of messed up, so I had to jump and save it. But you can walk around and skip that whole section. Clip again here to skip having to shoot that thing, I believe. And then we are gonna skip the weapon upgrade, and I'll talk about the detriment of that. It like loses a little bit of time in a couple of levels, but obviously, like I said, overall it's pretty worth it. Yeah, and I fucked up here, so sorry. I'm gonna die. That sucks. But yeah, honestly, I might just skip because I need to. Okay, so this is the final clip. It's just like basically same thing. Go up against this wall and go through, and then you can just run to the end. And as you'll see, I got like what was it? I think it was a 203 I got in this. And even though I like totally messed up and it wasn't very optimal, I still was I beat what the time in the world record is by 1 minute and 20 seconds. So like optimally, this can save about 1.5 minutes. So like what I was talking about with the time loss, like in 2-2, you're gonna lose like maybe 1 to 2 seconds. It's pretty minimal. But then in 2-3, there's some fights that I think you lose about 8 seconds too. So it's kind of unfortunate. And then in 2-5, where you get the next weapon upgrade, because the weapon upgrade is close to the beginning, you don't lose any time. All right, so let's go into 3-5. This one's super short. It's right at the beginning. You can't really use it again. You'll see why. I don't remember exactly how much time this one saves. It's pretty minimal though. It's less than 10 seconds, I'm pretty sure. So you get the key like normal. And then it's kind of hard to see in this video maybe, but I like to get like, there's a little pattern here. I like to probably get right on that, or just maybe just a little bit ahead of it, and then I'll place it down and then just walk right by it. And then this is the second and final clip. This one can be kind of tricky, because this wall, like, it's deceiving. There's kind of an invisible box right here, so if I were to like walk up to right on this line and place it down, I couldn't clip through because it's too close to the wall. So you can't really see it on the video, but maybe I think on DS you can definitely see it. There's like little tiny stripes. I think you'd want to get maybe like on the first or second stripe, line parry up right there, and then place it down there, and then you can clip through. So just don't be deceived by it. And you kind of got to jump pretty long because there's an invisible box, but then you can stay on the edge here. I don't know, boosting with Ferb is faster option here, but I don't even know. And you can cut through there and, you know, maybe save a little bit of time. So yeah, 4-3 is one of the bigger time saves. This one saves like 1 minute 15 seconds. It's pretty crazy. I think it could still be optimized technically. I'm just gonna skip through the first part of it. So let me see. Okay, so you're gonna boost through here, and then you'll get the key. Oh man, you really cannot see in this video. Okay, but basically there is like right where the key is. There's kind of a, I guess it's a triangle. It's kind of a large triangle. You want to be maybe somewhat in the middle of that. I'm sorry that is just not like a good example. That is not. Yeah, but that's the visual cue that I use. Try to stand in the middle of that and then place it down and then just walk around like normal. Usually what I'll do is I'll just go up and then to the left for a little bit until maybe the brown part of that thing disappears, and then I'll continue going forward. You gotta jump at some point. And for a visual cue, to make sure that you don't fall in the void, because the void is like right here, just try to stay like within this third pane right here, and you should land on solid surface and you'll be fine. That's usually what I use for a visual cue. Now for this part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to land like very, very barely on the edge of this, because what that does is I'll be able to clip through this wall because I'm still technically like out of bounds, and then you'll have to go, you know, move a little bit to the left again. But that avoids us having to key clip there again, which if you mess that up, you can just key clip there. It does lose a little bit of time, but it's not too bad. And then you gotta skip this fight, you just jump around. It's a little bit tight, but it's not too bad. Where's the next clip? Yeah, okay, next clip right here. I think this is the fastest way to do it. You just clip into that wall, and you kind of walk around. It's better to not jump, obviously, because it takes time to jump with a key, but I messed up. And then you can just jump around this wall, and jump around the wall, or jump around the door, skip the door. And if you were, I messed up here too, you can be clipped into this wall still, and then jump like to right here. But I messed it up, so. But you can do that. I just didn't do it. And then I think in NG Plus, I haven't really worked on it, but there's potentially you could be able to clip through this wall here, and then get a triple jump by like, because you can jump onto the key while you're still in air, and then hit Y while you're still in the air, and it gives you a triple jump after you let go of Y. With the jetpack, you might be able to. You can jump here. I just don't know, like, if you have to be on the edge, if you can still get around the fight. I'm not sure. So that could also be potentially looked into if you're interested. I have no idea. And then final clip here. Visual cue for this, just like try to get right onto this line with the back of Perry's feet, and it should, yeah, it's that's like one of the more difficult visual cues. I also fucked this up, but you can like jump from here. I just kind of messed it up. And then once you get to the end, you can skip this fight again. Just line up a key clip here, go through, leave the key, and then be careful here because there is an invisible box, and you kind of jump around. But yeah. So even though I messed up, still got a lot faster than the record. So optimally, like I said, this saves about 1 minute and 15 seconds. Now for 5-1, this is way faster in NG Plus, just because you don't have to like go and jump up that ladder to get the key. But yeah, this thing, it's a lot faster in NG Plus because you can just jump over the wall like the record does. But in 90%, you gotta go grab the key. And what we're going to do is clip through this fence right here. It's pretty simple. I don't honestly really use a visual cue that much. I just make sure I'm not lined up on the wall. This is my favorite thing because I hate this fight. You can skip this. Really, I try to get like kind of right before this second peg, maybe right on that line, kind of in between the two. And then clip through, jump at about like the start of this, and then you gotta go out a little bit, and then you can come back in, and you should be able to land it. And it's not actually that bad once you get used to it, but it's a really nice skip. And then this kind of sucks in this section because you can't boost through that guy, and he's annoying, but I got lucky during this section. And to line up here, I would just try to put parry right along this darker gray line. Place the key down and just clip like normal. And then for this next section, you're going to go through here. You're going to get hit by cars, so make sure like you're kind of deep within it so you don't get knocked out of bounds and like back in bounds. You can just jump through, land on that. And then for the final clip, normal key clip. And this saves about 40 seconds if you perform it optimally. So overall, it's pretty good. Let me see if I put like a bunch of the best splits into a sum of best. I don't remember if I still have it. Yeah, it's like with all these strats and a lot of other little optimizations, and of course RNG. Like my sum of best is a 2:14.29, which I think might be faster than the current NG Plus world record, which is pretty crazy. I don't really remember though. But yeah, those are the like biggest time saving strats. Honestly, I feel like literally anybody, if they use this and just have good enough luck and movement, could probably beat the 90% world record. I mean, that's how good it is, and they're super useful for NG Plus too, of course. So yeah.